I wanna get into the because look, most people just jump into music, and most people just say the musicians, the producers, beat makers, all of this. So when did you actually start this whole journey of being a musician and the business?
Yeah, well, my parents say I was born to it because
Wow, that's
when I was
amazing.
young,
Shout out to the parents.
Yeah, they say when I was young, like I could sing any song on key, you know, and yeah, my first experience in terms of that, I remember, I think it was like early primary. I was probably 8 or 9, you know. So there was this concert that was going to happen at the church I was going to at that time, and so the lady that composed the song was not available on the last day of practice, and the song was composed the previous night. So now the whole choir actually forgot, you know.
Wow.
And I was the only one who could remember. So I just went to my grandpa and I was like, you were singing like this, and she was singing like this and that, you know. So that's when I actually discovered
you arranged that song.
Yeah, so they performed and they actually won, you know. Yeah, so that was.
Did you get any credits?
I didn't need one. I didn't need one. You know, sometimes, you know, this is something that my father used to say, like growing up in the music. You know? He used to say, not everyone is in it for the long haul. Some of them are kapaway. Because when this is your destiny, this is what you're supposed to do. This is where you're gonna end up. You know.
Coming to that. Yeah. I heard you are in a group of 10 guys, massive. What happened to y'all? What happened to the group? Don't laugh much. Look, South Africa needs to hear this, because what you just said to me, Ngongoku, like some of y'all by a cup, some don't even, and then they just like weren't serious enough. What happened, Machi?
Yeah. Okay, actually, Immersive 10 was a product of Amadesperado. Amadesperado was a product of Lusanda Principlez. You know.
Break it down. I'm lost.
Actually, even before, okay, I'll explain the whole thing. So basically, when I started out, I was Prince Anonymous, and I was like, no man, it doesn't sit well with me.
No.
And then I switched into Anonymous Principles, and then later, I felt I need an African name as well, you know, as an alter ego. So then it was Lusanda because there's always been like the sophisticated side of me and the artistic side of me. So Lusanda is the hardcore artist.
Yeah.
And
you can hear that alias is Umachi.
You know, and then Principles is it's the character, the true character.
Okay, okay.
It's me. You know, when you are talking to me like this, you are talking to Principles. And now to break down the name, it was Anonymous Principles because I've always been a weird guy in a way. You know,
quiet.
I'm likable, but it's not easy to figure me out, you know, because it's part of the path I was talking about, like in terms of my calling. So I've always been a guy that follows his own thing, if I may put it that way. You know, everyone might be going to the left, and if that inner voice says, "Hey, my guy,
this is not you,"
you know, so I would go to the right, and it would make sense to me. But only now that I understand what was happening, you know, even back then, because, you know, there comes a time when you get to a level of understanding of the universe itself, the creator and all that, and you start figuring out, you know, not everything that I've done and achieved in my life was because of how great I am.
So hence can go the crew, the massive.
Exactly.
So you guys, when in the actual path.
So now what happened is Principlez formed Ama Desperado, with other guys, and Ama Desperado formed Massive 10 as part of the Reach Out program.
Sure.
Because us and the 90 Degrees, RIP to Pizza, and shout out to 9 March. So we were the only ones at that time that were big in Fuleni, and we felt we need to reach out because we know there's more artists as well that are doing the most, but as not platforms. So we created a structure basically. We recruited 10 artists, including ourselves, and one lady, so there were 11 of us.
Like the squatter camp
we
kind of.
started actually as 13 people. And then the others, they fell off.
The egos, weren't there any egos in the 13 people?
Of course there would be. Because
how'd you deal with that?
Here's the issue, as the visionary.
Sure.
As the visionary, for me, it's always been about the product. I always tell people, this is one of my philosophies, that a chef doesn't cook for a chef for a reason, because the other chef won't appreciate the effort of
competition.
This other chef, So you have to do things for the people that will relate to, because as
I respect that.
So it was something like that, man. As much as it was about music, but some people were just power hungry, because Massive 10 actually opened a lot of doors for us.
Much.
We saw ourselves.
I saw the video when you guys were doing the video on the streets. I mean, you had the whole hood wow.
Exactly. I mean, we even got to top 5 artists to look out for on Hype magazine.
I was like, hype. I never seen any other artist in Fuleni come through the hype till today.
And after that, I pushed. After Massive 10, we formed the 3D fam. Actually, while Massive 10 was existing, there were a smaller group, including you.
I was part of that group. I know.
So we formed a 3D fam, and a 3D fam was the younger generation of the Massive 10 type of vibe.
The fresh guys.
And it was in terms of.
And they were hungry.
Yeah, hunger, buzz, creativity. You could tell that these people are young and they are in it to win it.
While we're at it, what would you say to people out there that do have crews that have more than 6 or 10 people? What would you advise them? Because you've come from 13, 10, 6, 3 people. Where it's done.
One thing that I've learned, Kuguti, in order for a group to survive, individuals need to be powerful on their own. Everyone needs to know what role are they putting into
sure.
whatever the cause is. Because most of the time, some people are just there to fill up seats. And it becomes sad because whoever is active, they have the burden of having to carry everyone, and that's why crews break, And some people are not in it for the survival of whatever the cause is. They are there to be seen. Some are there because they see an opportunity to make money. Some are there for control. So there's a lot of reasons that people jump into things, and that's why it's very important to see is there synergy with the people I'm working with. Because if there's no synergy, then it's not going to go any further.